Imagine a world without forks, a world where people eat with their hands. Now imagine a man who changes all that, a man who brings elegance and refinement to a whole continent. This is the story of Ziryab, a man who lived over 1,000 years ago but whose influence can still be felt today. Born in the 8th century, Ziryab was a true Renaissance man, a master of music, fashion, cuisine, and so much more. Ziryab's story is one of daring adventure, incredible talent, and a lasting legacy that shaped the course of history. From his humble beginnings to his rise to fame in the great courts of the Islamic Golden Age, Ziryab's life was anything but ordinary. He was a man who dared to dream big and whose impact on European culture is undeniable. Get ready to journey back in time and discover the untold story of Ziryab, the man who inspired European luxury. Ziryab was born in Baghdad, a land steeped in rich musical traditions. This ancient region, known for its poetic and artistic heritage, provided the perfect backdrop for a young boy destined to change the course of music history. From a young age, it was clear that he possessed an extraordinary gift for music. His fingers seemed to have a life of their own, dancing across the strings of the oud with a grace and precision that belied his years. The melodies he created were not just notes strung together, but a language of emotion and beauty that spoke to the soul. His teachers, renowned masters themselves, were astonished by his talent and quickly realized they had a prodigy on their hands. They marveled at his ability to not only replicate complex compositions, but to infuse them with his own unique style. It was as if he had been born with an innate understanding of music's deepest secrets. Ziryab's fame spread like wildfire through the streets of Baghdad, the bustling center of the Islamic world. The city, known for its vibrant cultural life and intellectual pursuits, became the stage upon which Ziryab's talents were showcased. Musicians, poets, and scholars flocked to hear the young prodigy, and his name became synonymous with musical genius. He mastered the oud, a pear-shaped stringed instrument that was the precursor to the guitar. The oud, with its rich, resonant tones, became an extension of Ziryab himself. He explored its possibilities, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible, and in doing so, he redefined the instrument for generations to come. His performances captivated audiences, his fingers dancing effortlessly across the strings, producing melodies that were both intricate and deeply moving. Each performance was a journey, taking listeners through a landscape of sound that was at once familiar and entirely new. The audience would sit in rapt attention, hanging on every note, every subtle nuance of his playing. The name Ziryab, meaning blackbird in Arabic, was a testament to his beautiful singing voice, which was said to be as sweet and melodious as the bird itself. His voice, like his playing, had the power to transport listeners, to evoke emotions and memories long forgotten. It was a gift that few possessed, and it set him apart as a true master of his craft. Word of Ziryab's talent reached the court of the Caliph, the most powerful ruler in the Islamic world. The Caliph's court was a place where the finest artists, musicians, and intellectuals gathered, and an invitation to perform there was the highest honor. It was a testament to Ziryab's growing reputation and the impact of his music. Summoned to the palace, Ziryab found himself performing for the Caliph himself. The grandeur of the palace, with its intricate architecture and opulent decor, was a fitting backdrop for his music. As he played, the court fell silent, each note resonating through the halls, leaving an indelible mark on all who heard it. The Caliph, a great patron of the arts, was utterly enchanted by the young musician's skill. He recognized in Ziryab a rare talent, one that could elevate the cultural life of his court and beyond. The Caliph's endorsement was more than just praise. It was a seal of approval that would open doors for Ziryab and solidify his place in history. Ziryab's future seemed destined for greatness, but fate, as it often does, had other plans in store. Despite the accolades and the recognition, his journey was far from over. The path ahead was filled with challenges and opportunities that would test his resolve and shape his legacy. But one thing was certain: Ziryab's music, born from the rich traditions of his homeland, would continue to inspire and captivate for generations to come. Life in the Caliph's court was not without its dangers. The grandeur and opulence of the palace masked a world rife with political maneuvering and hidden threats. Jealousy and intrigue were common, and Ziryab's rising star had attracted the attention of powerful enemies. Whispers of conspiracy and envious glances followed him wherever he went, making his every move fraught with peril. Fearing for his safety and yearning for a place where his talent would be truly appreciated, Ziryab made a daring decision. He knew that staying in Baghdad could mean the end of his dreams, or worse, his life. He would leave the luxury and security of Baghdad and journey west to the land of Al-Andalus, present-day Spain. This decision was not made lightly. It was a leap into the unknown, driven by a vision of a brighter future. The journey was long and perilous. The vast deserts stretched endlessly before them, with the scorching sun and the biting cold of the night testing their endurance. Ziryab and his family braved treacherous deserts, crossed vast mountains, and faced the relentless challenges of nature. Each step forward was a testament to their resilience and determination. They sailed across the choppy waters of the Mediterranean Sea, where the waves seemed to conspire against them. The journey by sea was fraught with its own dangers, from unpredictable storms to the threat of pirates. But through it all, Ziryab never lost sight of his dream, to share his music and his talents with the world. His unwavering passion for his art kept his spirit alive, even in the darkest moments. After months of travel, Ziryab and his family finally arrived in Al-Andalus, a land brimming with the promise of a new life. The vibrant culture and the rich history of the region filled them with hope and anticipation. He arrived at the court of Al-Hakam I, the Emir of Cordoba, with nothing but his talent and his dreams. The court was a place of great opportunity, but also of great challenge. Little did he know that he was about to embark on a remarkable journey that would transform not only his own life, but the very fabric of European society. His presence in Al-Andalus would spark a cultural revolution. His arrival in Al-Andalus marked the beginning of a new era, a time of unparalleled cultural blossoming that would forever be intertwined with the name Ziryab. His influence would extend far beyond music, touching every aspect of life in medieval Spain, from fashion to cuisine and even social etiquette. Ziryab's contributions to the court of Al-Hakam I were manifold. He introduced new musical styles and instruments, enriching the cultural tapestry of Al-Andalus. His innovative approach to music education inspired a new generation of musicians. Beyond music, Ziryab revolutionized the culinary arts. He introduced new recipes and dining customs, elevating the art of cooking and presentation to new heights. His influence on the cuisine of Al-Andalus was profound and lasting. Ziryab also left his mark on fashion. He introduced new styles of clothing and grooming, setting trends that would be emulated for generations. His sense of style and elegance became synonymous with sophistication and refinement. His impact on social etiquette was equally significant. Ziryab's refined manners and social graces set a new standard for courtly behavior. He taught the nobility the art of conversation, the importance of personal hygiene, and the value of intellectual pursuits. Ziryab's legacy in Al-Andalus was a testament to the power of cultural exchange. His journey westward was not just a personal quest for safety and recognition, but a pivotal moment in the history of European civilization. Through his contributions, he bridged cultures and left an indelible mark on the world. Al-Hakam I, the Emir of Cordoba, was known for his love of art, music and learning. His court was a vibrant center of culture and intellectual exchange, attracting scholars, poets and musicians from all corners of the known world. The Emir's passion for the arts was not just a personal indulgence, but a strategic effort to elevate the cultural and intellectual standing of his realm. He believed that a flourishing cultural scene would not only enhance the prestige of his court, but also foster a sense of unity and pride among his subjects. He welcomed Ziryab with open arms, recognizing in him a unique talent that could enrich his court and elevate the cultural landscape of Al-Andalus. Ziryab, whose full name was Abu el-Hasan Ali ibn Nafi, had already made a name for himself in the courts of Baghdad, where he was a student of the legendary musician Ishaq al-Mawsili. His journey to Al-Andalus was not just a physical relocation, but a significant cultural migration that would leave an indelible mark on the region. He was an innovator, a true artist who sought to push boundaries and create something entirely new. Ziryab's contributions to music were not limited to his performances. He also made significant advancements in musical theory and practice. He introduced new scales and modes, expanded the repertoire of musical instruments, and developed new techniques for playing and composing music. His work laid the foundation for future generations of musicians, who would build on his innovations and continue to push the boundaries of musical expression. He introduced new musical styles and rhythms, blending the sounds of his Persian heritage with the musical traditions of Al-Andalus. This fusion of cultures created a unique and vibrant musical landscape that was unlike anything the world had seen before. Ziryab's music was a reflection of his diverse influences and his ability to synthesize different traditions into a cohesive and innovative whole. His work exemplified the rich cultural exchange that characterized Al-Andalus, where different cultures and traditions came together to create something entirely new and beautiful. His influence extended beyond the realm of music. Ziryab was a polymath, whose interests and talents spanned multiple disciplines. He was a scholar, a poet, a fashion designer, and a culinary innovator. His contributions to these fields were as significant as his musical achievements, and he left a lasting impact on the cultural and intellectual life of Al-Andalus. Ziryab was a man of impeccable taste and refinement, and he quickly became a trendsetter in the emir's court. His sense of style and elegance influenced the fashion and etiquette of the time, setting new standards for sophistication and grace. He introduced new clothing styles, fabrics and colors, as well as new hairstyles and grooming practices. His influence extended to every aspect of courtly life, from the way people dressed to the way they conducted themselves in social settings. He introduced new fashions, hairstyles, and even etiquette, transforming the court into a beacon of sophistication and elegance. Ziryab's impact on the court was profound and far-reaching, as he set new trends that were quickly adopted by the nobility and eventually spread to the wider population. His contributions to fashion and etiquette were not just about aesthetics. They were also about creating a sense of identity and unity among the people of Al-Andalus. Ziryab's impact on Al-Andalus was nothing short of revolutionary. His contributions to music, fashion, and culture transformed the region into a vibrant and dynamic center of innovation and creativity. His legacy can still be felt today, as his influence continues to shape the cultural and intellectual life of the region. Ziryab's story is a testament to the power of art and culture to transcend boundaries and bring people together, creating a shared sense of wonder and admiration. He brought with him a taste of the East, a blend of Persian luxury and Islamic sophistication that would forever change the face of European culture. Ziryab's influence extended beyond the borders of Al-Andalus, as his innovations and ideas spread throughout Europe and the Islamic world. And that's it for today's episode of Unsigned Historian. I hope you enjoyed learning about Ziryab, the blackbird. Remember, history is full of hidden gems waiting to be discovered. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating stories from the past. Until next time.